Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. BRICS is enlarging, accepts more members, and the newest that we have here is Tunisia. Tunisia will be another BRICS member pretty soon. It seems like it's considering joining as many other countries. Well, that means they will get all the wrath of the United States of America for daring to kind of leave its plantation and go on its own. Obviously, people can say, well, Tunisia, who the fuck, Tunisia, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, but Tunisia with Algeria, with, I don't know, North Korea, Iran, Turkey, Saudi Arabia, Argentina. Little by little, we get to 193 countries of the planet that will probably would have picked the one or another club. I know that the big club of the peace promoters, if you know who those are, the big club, Zimbabwe from across Atlantic, they already have about 40 countries in their club, and that's it. That's it. Those are their weasels. Those are their bottom feeders. They are the vassal states. Tunisia opts for joining something that probably, in their view, is better than being a plantation slave on the US's big global plantation. So, some people like being over there because they get some perks, like a little bit of pieces of this and that, crumbs fall from the master's table. And these are the Europeans, Australia, New Zealand, Japan, South Korea, unfortunately. So let's see what's going on over here. So this article comes from Sputnik, obviously evil guys, from yesterday, from the 9th of April 2023. Tunisia considering joining BRICS, July 25 movement spokesman. Tunisia is considering joining the BRICS group amid stalled negotiations with the International Monetary Fund, IMF, the spokesman of the July 25 movement, Mahmoud Ben Mabrouk, told Sputnik, and I'm quoting, "I have information that Tunis is seriously considering the issue of joining the BRICS group. This is being considered along with other possibilities, and this is not ruled out." End quote. Mahmoud Ben Mabrouk said, citing informed sources in the Tunisian government. Tunisian President Kais Saied said earlier this month that he would not accept diktats with kappa. Diktats from the IMF and warned that subsidy cuts are unacceptable and would lead to greater impoverishment of the Tunisian population and possible unrest in the country. Good job. You figured it out, Mr. Kais Saied. You figured it out. Fantastic. I'm glad and I'm proud of you. This is another name that I have to follow. Not because I agree with what he does, but look what he said. Subsidy cuts to the population are unacceptable and would lead to greater impoverishment of the Tunisian population. Now, I don't know if that's just a facade for possible unrest in the country, which could lead at a little regime change organized by, can't say it, you know exactly who I mean. Saied said at the time that he would not accept the terms of the IMF loan because it required cuts to food and energy subsidies. He pointed out that in 1983, deadly riots spread across Tunisia after the government raised the price of bread. And I'm quoting, "Public peace is not a game," end quote, he added. Good job, Saied. Good job. I hope that the Tunisian people will have a better life under the, I don't know, I was about to say ISIS. International Monetary Fund, United States, whatever. I hope they are independent. That's what I care. I want them to be independent, sovereign nation, and to pick their direction and their destiny according to their interests, not according to threats, blackmail, regime change, or bombardments like Libya. Remember? That sounds very close to Tunisia, right? So I'm just, that's what I care. Now, if IMF is not a good option, these guys should look somewhere else for another option. Let's say they get into BRICS and that's not a good option, out. Try another one. All I care is, if you make your decisions as a free person, there's no one else to blame than yourself. Unless you're dishonest with yourself, which most of them are, if you know what I mean. If you're dishonest with yourself and you think you're fantastic, but you're not, you're gonna up many times and you're gonna say, why am I so unlucky? Karma, what did I do wrong? Why everybody hates me? The life, I was so unlucky. No, 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 no. Maybe you're delusional a little bit and you have to figure things out like, hey, if I did that, it was me, and there's the consequences of my actions. So all I care, the same with other African nations. People say, well, these weasels here, they say, well, you know what? The Russians are going to take over Africa, and the Chinese. Take over from whom? What experience Africa has, and with whom? Positive, negative, both. As I said, it's always between the proportion of good and bad. Yeah, they were colonized. There are good things, bad things about colonization, and you can look into that. I mean, however you want to take it. There were certain things that were done that benefited some countries. I mean, I remember it was, I can't mention his name, but he said that he went to, in his youth, he was a liberal, then he changed. He went to Africa and visited a country which was not colonized, and he said that you can find him on YouTube still, that guy. I saw him face to face, and that's all I can tell you, but it's a bad dude, remember. So he said that he traveled and he went to this Africa, I can't remember what African country that was, but he said that country was not colonized by anybody. And he spoke with some university students over there, because he was a student in France, I think, at that time, or he graduated. He's not French, but he's a smart guy. So he, I'm going to give you some details. I think he graduated, he got his master degree in Sorbonne, I think in France, and he graduated in the United States. He had his college. So that's all I can tell you. You want the initials? Yeah, his initials are JT. All right, JT. So he said that he went over there, he spoke with these guys, and he said, well, everybody wants to go to the next country, which is more civilized. I said, why? What's going on? He said, he was the liberal at that time. He said, well, they were colonized by the French or something, I can't remember, by the whom were colonized. And say, so what? Yeah, but they have this, and we don't have it. So that was a direct experience by this guy that tells the story. Now, can he lie? Yeah, I doubt he lies, because this guy is not that kind. Just put it this way. Can he lie? Yeah, he can lie, but it would be a very cheap lie. He's too superior for this kind of cheap lies. He probably would lie somewhere else where he has a benefit, but not this little thing. Anyway, so go back to this one. I want countries to be free and independent and sovereign, and as I said, follow their interest. All right, but take responsibility for their actions. And Africa has a choice now. They were by certain kind of countries. Now they try with some other countries. I don't want these African countries to go into agreements with China or Russia or anybody else as inferiors or as lower than the other ones. I want them to go on the same footing. I don't want them to be, oh, thank you very much for coming here. Oh, we'll die without you. No. No, be proud. Be proud, my friends. Be proud. You have nothing to be ashamed of. Nothing. Nothing. Only your own actions. Remember, and if your actions are good, then why should you be ashamed? Because you don't earn as much as an American or a French or a Russian or something like that. That's not necessarily a reason. If you're an outstanding citizen, you're intelligent, you're good-hearted, and you do good, be proud of yourself. Be proud of your nation. Don't let yourself be again shackled by other foreigners coming and telling you, hey, who the hell are you? Let me give you 2 little pieces of colored glass and get your wealth. No. And unfortunately it happens a lot in many countries in Africa, where a lot of companies take all kind of, diamonds, oil, and other natural resources. And yes, they give those nations part of that wealth. But imagine that wealth being yours. So you have to, work in order to be able to extract it yourself. And then you're going to have it all. But that means, calculation. That means a certain kind of behavior. You have to be responsible, patriotic, nationalistic. Love your nation, love your motherland or fatherland, how you want to consider it, and go for it. It doesn't mean you have to kick them out. No, you have to cooperate as equals. Equals, that's the key word. Equals. And remember, that's your country, not theirs. They're over there. They came over there. You call them over there. Well, you call them, but it doesn't mean that you're going to be the one who's going to, yes, sir, follow orders there. Like that guy over there said, we don't accept diktats. Good job. Do not. Remember, better die poor but free than die wealthy and a slave somewhere in a cage. Okay? I would rather die, as I said first, preferably would be rich and free, but, you have to fight for that. You have to fight for that. Don't expect anybody else to fight for you. No, you have to do it. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.